Well, I am a world champion gingerbread house maker, Thatcher Rose, and with me is second place, Chip Brantley. And today we are actually about to watch Mike Massari, the culinary expert of Mike Massari, for the Stockton University gingerbread house building competition. And I'm personally very excited. I think Mike Massari is one of the great up-and-comers of this culinary art.
He's putting them into the container to have all the cinnamon in it.
Well, this is a classic case of what we call sponging the eggs. You know, he's absorbing the flavors that are already prominent within the gingerbread house to the eggs. It's classic. It's a very classy move. He nailed the throw.
The throw?
The throw.
He just threw them.
And here comes the pour. Now let's see. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that a pumpkin pie?
Pumpkin pie.
What's he gonna do with the pumpkin pie?
Well, Chip, let's find out. And he goes right into the. I can't believe this. This is just fantastic.
Oh, what?
You can feel the energy coming from the table over there.
What
you can just...
energy? It's still pumpkin soup in a dish.
Vanilla abstract. Vanilla abstract.
It's vanilla extract.
He is currently being arrested by the gingerbread inspector.
Hey there, everybody, and welcome to the Mike Massari Show. We're here in the aftermath of the gingerbread making competition that Stockton University presented. And, well, I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of what I made, and back with me is my guest, Thatcher Rose. Thank you, Thatcher Rose, for being on again.
Thank you again for having me, Mike.
You know, I think you were very, on it with your judging and your commentating. You were just unbiased, and that's why I'm a fan of you.
Well, I gotta say, I mean, it's always great to see the finished product up close again. Watching you construct it was truly, as someone who's been in the gingerbread business for many, many years, was a truly worthwhile experience to see you put together. And I'm glad to see that it is still held up to its original structural integrity as when I watched you make it.
You know, thank you for that glowing endorsement. And now what I really want to know is what goes into the judging process. How do you calculate that? Well,
first, as I said before, we talk about structural integrity. Now, one of the things we do when we judge them is we have to get inside the house. You know, we need to open up the front door. We need to check the inside. We got to check the support beams. You know, we got to make sure that this house is livable. It's got to have working plumbing. It's got to have heat and central air conditioning. Okay, it's got to have a mailbox somewhere, some kind of mail slot. You know, you got to be able to receive your bills. So that's one of the first things we look for. The other thing we look for is that does the house look exciting? You know, is it exciting? And this is a very vibrantly colored house, so that definitely clears that. And the third and most important thing is defense system. Does this house have some sort of defense mechanism? And you have the large duck doorman, which is great, and then you also have the array of dinosaurs, and those are a great defense mechanism.
And let me tell you about my thinking with that. Not only do I have the physical alarm system if somehow an intruder gets through and by the guards, there's a big alarm system, but see, Reginald E. Beaker right there guarding, he's good at his job. And, you know, he can't fit in the door, which is, you know, kind of a ha-ha, wink-wink, nudge-nudge kind of thing. It's quite funny. It tickles your humor.
Definitely, absolutely.
As you can see on the top, yes, there's Pterodactyl. And, yeah, he just overlooks everything from the bird's eye view.
Sort of a sentry of sorts.
Yeah, yes. And, you know, he's got his minions over there, his soldiers, the Dino soldiers, the Dino Brigade.
It's safe to say that this house is very well protected.
Oh, no, nobody's getting through. And not even Santa Claus. You know, he's not going to do his crime of breaking and entering. So we're good.
Absolutely.
It's set. So my question to you is, even though this is a perfect, spectacular gingerbread house, what would you do differently?
Well, personally, my own aesthetic purposes for my defense system, I would have maybe included a wizard. I think a wizard might have been a good choice to put on top of the gingerbread house. You know, could cast fireballs at intruders. I mean, just in case the dinosaurs miss them. I mean, you know, dinosaurs went extinct for a reason, so you know they're not the smartest creatures in the world. So I think an all-powerful, wise wizard up at the top, maybe in like a nice little wizard tower you could have built for him. I think that would have been a good addition. Also, I was not a fan of the choice of carpeting on the inside, but again, that's just an aesthetic.
You don't even like the fur carpeting?
You know what? For this style house in particular, I'm not a fan of the fur.
Probably should have done marble flooring.
I would have went with maybe even just a nice hardwood. Would have went nice as well.
Do you like the extracurricular candies though?
Oh well, I think those are. I think from an aesthetic point of view, like I said, that definitely goes into the second part of the judging of the does the house look inviting, and the candy array is very well done.
Yeah, I like the sugar plums especially on the top.
Yes. Oh yes.
Yeah, they're very nice.
Oh, I enjoy them very much, and you have the pterodactyl protecting them.
People commonly refer to those as gumdrops, but they're actually sugar plums.
Those are sugar plums. Little known fact, folks, by the way.
Yes.
You know, just for the layperson, you know.
The layperson wouldn't know, and we're experts at it. So
believe us, we would know more than any person else who wasn't in this business.
And now, what the viewers really want to know is, how would you rate this? What's your verdict on that gingerbread house?
Well, if I was using the Smith method, which is out of 7, I would probably give this like a 6.1.
Oh.
Now, if I was just using the standard 1 to 10 method, which personally I'm not a fan of, I would say this gets about an 8.5. However, I think just for the little addition of what it looks.
All right, I heard enough. Thank you for your glowing endorsement. And he says it. Everybody else in America says it. It's a spectacular gingerbread house. And thank you for tuning in to the Mike Massari Show. I am the winner. You all knew that. Thank you and good night.